I'm Wildlife Officer Kristen Cannon, and I cover the north half of GMU 29. GMU 29 is in Boulder County, and there's a lot of private property. So first and foremost, I would encourage you to invest in good maps or even a GPS unit if you can afford it that's got land ownership on the chip. And then spend some time scouting ahead of your hunt so that you know where the private property is and where Forest Service property is. Early in the season, there's some great high altitude hunting in the Indian Peaks Wilderness, and the access points for that is going to be off of Rainbow Lakes Road, County Road 116, but also Caribou Road at the end of that goes from Nederland and meets up with Forest Service Road 505. And Forest Service Road 505 goes from Rainbow Lakes Road through Caribou Flats, down through Caribou Town Site, south to Eldora. It's a pretty passable road if you have high clearance and four-wheel drive, but there are parts of it that get damaged throughout the year and can be a little more rough. I wouldn't recommend going all the way to Eldora in your vehicle because it gets very narrow and steep. So only partway south on 505 is really passable unless you're on ATV or Jeep. And up there is good moose habitat, great elk habitat, and even some early deer hunting opportunities. Mid elevation hunts are going to be in the Rainbow Lakes area and also Gold Hill. So if you take the Gold Hill Road, west of Gold Hill, there's Forest Service property that's got some good deer hunting opportunity. And that includes the Switzerland Trail, which intersects with the Gold Hill Road and can go south to Sugarloaf Mountain Road and then goes out west to Peak. And along there is a lot of Forest Service land, a lot of good deer habitat, and that's passable with a high clearance four-wheel drive vehicle. Other places are Gordon Gulch, which is a series of Forest Service roads and campsites off of the Peak Highway just north of Sugarloaf Road. There is some hunting on Sugarloaf, more towards the west end where there's Forest Service property on Pewink Mountain. And east in the subdivision, there is a closure, so you can't hunt or discharge a bow or firearm within that closure that is around the Lost Angel, Mountain Meadows, Mountain Pines area. For a map, you can contact Boulder County to get a map of that closure. Up Boulder Canyon, you can get access to some good Forest Service property. It's a bit of a steep hike, but there's some underutilized Forest Service up in there with good deer habitat. Elk like to come off of Niwot Ridge, which is up above the CU Research Station. And so from summer through winter, they migrate off of Niwot Ridge, and they also migrate off of Bald Mountain and points west of that Caribou Town Site. And they'll migrate down through the Rainbow Lakes Road and the Forest Service that's in there, and then they kind of will refuge on that private ranch. That's the Caribou Private Ranch, but in later seasons they will move off of the ranch east onto Forest Service property east of the Peak, close to that Gordon Gulch area.